welcome back to RØDECaster User Meetup, a show by the channel Learner to Learner, where we come together and learn together, and specifically about RØDECasters. If you are a RØDECaster user, or if you're thinking about getting a RØDECaster and have questions about RØDECasters, this is the space for you. You can come ask questions, can come over and have us check on your sound and all that kind of fun stuff. But in order for you to participate, you can go to the link that I place in the chat. Oh my gosh, there's already 6 people watching. Anyway, you can click on the link in there that I provided. You will get you to this page, and then go over to call in with Zoom button. Press that and it'll bring you to a registration page. Just register, simple, just name and email and a couple of questions to prove that you are a human being. And that's all you need to come participate and join us and be on the show. Just like my panelists here already joining us, 3 of you. So there you go, beautiful people. Hello, hello.
That leaves me out.
I guess that leaves me out too, you know?
You can be beautiful people too. Hello, real beautiful person, Brandi Jo. Wait, we don't hear you.
Sound.
Let's see. Are you are muted
Is she doing what she was doing the other? Is she doing what she was doing the other time?
Oh, there she is.
Hi,
She's
Tara.
laughing at you. That's what
Welcome.
she's
That
doing.
was for real. No, I tell my husband he's pretty all the time.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It can be pretty, it can be beautiful. Luis, hello, Luis. So you can admit that you're pretty. And Rob also. Hello, Rob. Welcome.
Hey, see, I got us on a huge screen back here.
Oh, wow. Wait. Let me get to you. Hang on. Wow.
There you go.
Well, it is so meta seeing ourselves like behind. Okay, this is
wrong
fun.
on so many levels.
I kind of like it.
I have a spare TV, and I was trying to give it to my son. I was like, hey, there's this huge TV. My other one that I was using in Korea just came in, and I was like, I'll give you a big screen. He said, nah, I like the one I got. So I was like, man, did I hit a jackpot having a son that needs nothing? Or maybe I just bought him. So I just put it here, and I use it back here too. So
Rob, I'm not sure why Clubhouse won't let me bring you up. Let me see if I can do it on my computer or not. Let's see. Let me see. I'm gonna try. Yeah, I keep tapping and it just won't take it. Let me see if I can do it on my invite on stage.
It feels like Matt is staring into our soul right now.
At least you have one, unlike some people.
I'm not used to you staring straight into our soul like
Yeah,
that.
I redo the studio. Now I have a proper screen in front of the
I love it.
camera.
I love it. You're like staring right at us.
I got a new PTZ camera, and then I got. I found I had an old Tiny 2, which is not a bad little camera if you've used it. The little Osbot Tiny 2.
Let me get
I made
to
that
you.
the overhead.
Okay.
So, I mean, I have an FX30, but that's okay. Let's face it, that's overkill.
Let me
This
check
is
and see.
ZV10 is all.
So yeah, Matt. Let me check. Yeah, coming in at 1080.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely.
I could come in at 4K, but
But I can't host
Zoom
you at
doesn't.
4K.
Zoom can't do 4K.
That's right. The max I get 1080 is already an upgrade for me. Okay, let's see. All right, Tora says what? Clubhouse still exists? I haven't been there in ages. Yes, it still exists. Okay, now Rob is there. Hello, Rob.
Yeah. Hey, how's it going?
Good. Quickly show that you are there on Clubhouse. Hello, Rob. Why are you coming in on Clubhouse and not on Zoom?
My camera fell.
Oh no.
Fell as in like you fell and broke it?
Well, I don't know if it's completely broke, but the HDMI thing is not working.
Oh no.
So I could hook up the Wi-Fi camera, but
Yeah. That's
You
okay.
guys are kind of good.
You can
giving a
also,
whole
I
bunch
mean,
of
if you
grief
feel
about that 1080 and all that.
if you feel like you just want to join us through Zoom and just through audio, you can also join us and then not have the camera, which is okay also. Like
Well,
Louis sometimes Louis did last week. Hello, Louis.
How are you guys?
Good, good. Actually, I should probably copy the link for my Clubhouse peeps so that they can follow along in this YouTube feed and they can see us over there. I'm gonna
so
paste it.
remember
I don't
how
have my camera no more.
remember how I was
You don't?
redoing
That's okay.
all
Audio's
the
fine.
remember how I was redoing all the stuff overhanging my desk?
Yes.
So that's when
Oh,
I
that's when
had
it fell?
yeah, So
Ah.
it kind of works off and on if you wiggle it. So I'm gonna see about. I ordered another cable. I'm gonna see
Okay.
about
Hopefully it's the
fixing
cable and
that.
not the
Yeah.
connector, the
Well, I
HDMI
think
jack.
it's the port. So I'm gonna order another little dongle there and try and finagle it.
Yikes. Well,
Yeah, it'll
anyway,
be all right.
welcome everybody. I'm going to jump right in and ask Brandi Jo how was her first week of using the RØDECaster Pro and or
Yes,
whether or not
please
she
tell
did.
us.
Tell us, how was your first week like, Brandi Jo? Is it good?
I wish I had a lot to report.
You're not using the microphone. You're using your other microphone. I don't see it. Where's your?
I am using the
So you're not using your pod mic.
no.
Okay. Did you use the pod because you're used to it, or do you not like it? But tell us more.
I don't think she had a pod mic, did she?
Wait.
No, I had the I
Shure,
still have the Shure
MV7.
Oh,
right
MV7. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
and I've got the 2 channels or the 2 mics hooked up because
So-
we did that last week.
Is your MV7 is still on port 1 then?
On mute right
Okay.
now. So,
Do you prefer one to the other?
not per se yet. I'm more just trying it out. In fact, what I need to do and what I realized is that I can't stand where I have the placement.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like,
That's
that's my
is it
sound
because
effect. Yeah.
so is Brandy Jo? Brandy Jo,
Somebody do that at the same time when I
I'm
make
curious.
the face. Like the videos we see with people on social media.
I'm curious, because you typically, when we have our previous calls, you're like smack in the middle of your frame, and oh wait, okay, something is wrong with my preset. Why is this not? Oh, this is active speaker. Why is my active speaker scooted over? Hang on.
Ecam operator error time.
Oh, hang on. Apparently so. This one.
It
What?
helps. It's hard to get these days.
What? Oh, okay. So maybe I have 2 different active speaker. Nope. Anyway. keep. Oh no. Anyway, no, Brandi Jo. I'm just curious. Why isn't your typical like you? Yeah. See, you're smack in the middle again. Is it because of your RØDECaster off to the one side and then you push like everything got scooted over to your right side?
Is what because?
Is your position like last week for the entire show you were off to your right hand side toward your RØDECaster, and is it because your RØDECaster is over on your right hand side and you just like lean over to that side?
No, my brain was really lopsided, so I was just like,
So you're just imagery is just reflecting your brain. Yeah, because somebody mentioned something about it. Like it's like, oh, why is Brandi Jo like off to one side? And I thought maybe because you have to control it that you're like off to one side.
well, I do have it right here to my left.
Oh, that's your
and
left,
I was
okay.
probably messing with it
Mhm.
while we were making all the adjustments, and
Yeah.
so that's why it looks like I'm over here.
And that's actually that's a oh wait, I think it looks like I may have had you zoomed in a little. Do I? Nope, I don't. Why does one image wider than the other? Okay, so
Ooh.
something is, let me
Yeah.
fix it. Yes. There you
It's-
go.
And we're ready for
Okay,
my
there you go.
close-up, Mr. Demir.
because here's another thing. Part of the setup for all this is that you would want to figure out a location for your RØDECaster so that it's handy that you can just reach over to it without actually like changing your position, your location.
It's good where it's at. I think what was happening was I was messing with it while we were doing all the adjustments. So that really was more of the reason I was focused over here.
Okay.
So.
All right, wait, now it's fixed. Why was the active speaker wrong earlier? It was off to one side. Anyway. Okay, here now this is correct again. This is active speaker. Anyway.
I really want to mess with you right now and start moving around the screen.
I like her already.
All right. So I can hear. Maybe we can mess with that a little bit. I'm trying to listen for your sound and see if there's like a primary microphone that you want to use. You don't have to decide like within a week, but I would say in the next several weeks, couple of weeks maybe, figure out if there's one microphone you want it to be your primary microphone. Because putting that microphone on channel 1 has like some specific usage because channel 1 allow you to communicate with all the other people in there. If your microphone is on 2 that you want to make that as your primary microphone, you couldn't do that functionality essentially.
Got it.
So between the 2 microphones, test one or the other, and then figure that out. Are you on? Oh, Anna's here, so maybe she can come up. And I wrote down my notes too, and saying that I need to check in with Anna and Brandi Jo, and here she is.
Probably Brandi Jo likes the RGB on that mic, so.
And what we need to do is also kind of get both microphones tuned up. That way she can then use it. Like I think her MV7 is tuned up pretty well. This microphone, we haven't spent any time on it. And because it was owned by a previous owner with that MV7 and the RØDECaster, it's probably tuned up quite well already. But what we need to do at least tonight is to get Brandi Jo's PD200X. Well, I forgot what the model number is. Is that right?
PD200.
Oh my gosh. Got seared in my brain.
Did you see? He's kind of giving me the stink eye. Like,
who did?
Ew. Not me, you.
Who, Matt? Matt or me?
I wasn't doing anything. I'm just sitting back listening.
200.
Yeah, that's you, John.
I was surprised I remembered the model number.
So would microphone placement also kind of count with her also, since she's using a dynamic mic?
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I'm using a condenser mic today. Like I'm using my what do you call it? Shotgun mic. I'm using a shotgun mic today, so I don't have to have it
in the shot or close by your mouth.
Yeah, I just have to make sure it's at a 45 pointed directly to my mouth, because I mean that's what those are pretty good for. Is that you boom it up or you boom it under or just in front of not. But I don't know with her whether microphone, whether also just kind of look at the microphone placement, then that microphone will sound different.
Yeah, and you want to find the position where you want to use your microphone. Is this how you typically have your microphone? It's a bit too far for me. It's a bit far for me, but again, you need to get it to a position where you feel comfortable using.
So I like it here partly because I want to avoid the P's and the B's. So I like
the plosive.
The audio engineer that I learned certain things from, just as far as placement goes, nothing else. That's what
you want to
wanna
speak off axis
stick
is what you're trying to. You're not speaking like this into it, right? You can still have it up closer. Like I'm off axis right now. I'm not into it, right? It could still be a little closer.
It
And
needs for a dynamic. It needs to be fairly close. It needs to be a fist, no further away than a fist.
yeah, so that's farther. That's farther than a fist.
No, it's right there.
No,
That's the
to
end
your
of it right
mouth,
there.
not to your
To
chin.
your mouth.
Yeah. So to your mouth, and you'll get adjusted to it, but you need to when we adjust the microphone, it needs to be adjusted to the distance that you'll be using, and it's ideal where it is no further than a fist size away from your between your lips and the microphone, the where we need to speak into. So that's first, and then from there, that position, then we will go in and tune your sound for that position, because you can't tune it like this and then speak like this. Then it would, like my voice would be very different speaking here than it is speaking here, right? Because I like it spoken this close.
Unless you have this mic.
What mic is that?
It's the
That's the $1 million microphone that
Ray.
he bought.
And it adjusts itself.
Oh, I see. I'd auto gain it.
It's got a chip in, so it doesn't have proximity effect either. You can get right on top of it, and it sounds about the same. So there are mics if you want to do, like, if you have a shotgun mic, then it can be out of frame. If you want a dynamic mic, it's got to be right there. If a condenser mic is what I'm using, I can get 6 inches away, no problem.
I'm gonna
It all
check
depends the mic.
I'm going to check in with Anna. Hello, Anna. Did you get your SC19 cable?
Yes. Hi, John. Thank you so much. Yes, I bought it and I have it. And now I'm driving. I'm gonna be
Careful.
home in,
Take your time. Come back and let it
15
know.
minutes.
Yeah, no
It's
problem.
fine. I'm gonna be stay there and
Sounds good. All right, we'll check back in with you here once you get home. So be safe.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay, so Brandi Jo, let's talk about this. And how much last 7 days? How much did you use your MV7? How much did you keep using your PD200X? Have you tried using your MV7 yet?
No.
Okay. Maybe next week we can. So what maybe we should do is then see if we can tune this particular mic. Hi, Lalo, in Clubhouse. See if we can tune this particular mic. I can hear a bit of like a bit more aggressive compression in your microphone that we can take a look at, and then we'll let you have the opportunity to swap out those two microphones and see which one you like more, or which one other people use when you use the microphone, which microphone other people prefer. That could be a swing factor as well. Like, we can definitely give you an opinion, even if you don't ask. I'm sure we will be sharing that with you.
Yeah, because I was going to say she sounded much
sound better with the other
better
mic, with the MV7.
On the MV7.
Well, he said, like, to be fair, her MV7 was probably already, like I said, tuned to that for the RØDECaster settings or processing is already made for the MV7 because of the previous owner. And maybe we can get to this microphone tonight, and perhaps you might like it as much. So we can try that out. And what we'll do is we can go through the settings. You probably don't have a setup yet, camera-wise, to point to your RØDECaster Pro, or you can share your Rode Central screen if you want to share with us what settings your current microphone is. But first, I need to remind everybody too, and this is for Brandi Jo and everybody else, if you want us to hear yourself, be sure to check. And I think if you're coming in through Ecamm, you should already be using musicians mode, or original sound for musicians is already on, hopefully. And if you verify that, if it's on, then we're good to do the sound check.
Yes, it's on.
Okay, cool. So the reason why...
See how she came closer to the microphone.
It already sounded better.
It already sounded better.
The microphone is made for the usage of just a fistful away. And you're gonna have you'll have to spend some time getting adjusted to speaking that way. Because like we were talking about different microphones the last couple of weeks, it makes a difference. Different types of microphone are meant to be utilized differently. And therefore, and I know what you're talking about. You are putting it away because you want to avoid plosive, but plosive and the axis is already off, so you could bring that even closer. I mean, you already did. So try and speak into it and see if you can hear the difference yourself. Go ahead, Brandi Jo, speak into it and let us hear the difference.
I love it when she freezes like that because it makes you like, what's she going to say?
Dun dun dun. Now, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Testing.
Yes.
$1 million.
So that's good.
Testing.
I like the
$2 million.
The proximity is good.
Yeah.
Now I can hear the compression. I can guarantee you the compression is pretty high. I mean the threshold is pretty low. We're gonna set the threshold higher. If you would go to your mic setting, or see if you can swap over to your Rode Central. Can you do that? If you have a Rode Central open and then screen share your Rode Central with us.
Huh?
If you have Rode Central launched, open up.
Oh,
like
okay.
what you were doing earlier to update to 1.5.4.
Gotcha.
Public service announcement, everybody, if you have firmware 1.5.0 or 1.5.1, and if you have the distortion glitch, just update to 1.5.4. That should take care of it. I've been answering a lot of those questions in the Facebook forum about that, and because not everybody is like us, hone in and tune in on all the latest news, latest firmware releases. So if you're listening to this, watching this, if you have a RØDECaster Duo or RØDECaster Pro 2, check and see if your firmware is 1.5.0. If you have that, if you didn't think that you have an issue, it might be because you don't hear it. The glitch happens on the USB 1, USB 2, and Bluetooth output, which means if you don't listen, let's say if you only record on your device, you're not going to hear it. But if you live stream or if you use app like Ecamm or OBS, your OBS output, if the input is set to your RØDECaster, that would mean your people listening and watching your live stream will hear the glitch, but you do not. If they don't tell you, you may not ever find out. Like me, I went on for like 2 or 3 weeks, people telling me, and I went back and checked it, and I thought that it was like an internet issue, but apparently it is not. So if you have 1.5.0 or 1.5.1, update it to 1.5.4, which is the latest firmware update. Okay, all right.
Hey,
now
John.
I see. Yes, who's that?
Me, Lewis.
Oh, hi, Lewis.
I sent a picture of the way I use my mic
You send a picture to my email?
to the chat.
Oh, to the chat. Okay. All right, I'll get to it. Where's the chat? Oh, is it in the Zoom chat? And you
Yep.
have a pod mic, it looks like.
And that's how far I use my mic.
That's pretty far.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see if I can get to it.
Yeah,
Show
you
everybody.
can bring it closer a bit, Lewis.
Like a fistful, fist
Yeah.
size. Fist away.
So then you don't have to be yelling when you are using it.
I
And
also
then
I also have to say, I also like Nee using his dynamic mic more because I can hear his room more with his.
I'm using my condenser.
Yes.
Yeah, the condenser mic. You can hear the room tone.
Yeah,
and
you can hear
everything.
the room.
Yeah.
You got the gate set, so when you're not speaking, it cuts it. But yeah, I can hear it big time when you're
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah. I gotta figure out how to get the my microphone got a medical condition that I got to use the hysteresis to kind of fix it.
I don't think you can fix that. That really is just the type of microphone, and that is when this is why we're encouraging Brandi Jo to come closer to the microphone, because it's a dynamic microphone that requires you, or at least it's meant for you to use closer, and then therefore not crank up the gain too much to pick up the rest of the room. Okay, so now Brandi Jo, I'm ready for you. Hi, Ray Ray. Just want to say a quick hi, and then we're going to go back to Brandi Jo's setup. Let's see if we can see her second microphone, which is probably on channel 2, I assume. Is that right?
Hi, John. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, Ray Ray. Okay, Brandi Jo, whenever you're ready.
I'm just going to switch to live demo mode. It's
'Kay.
easier to
That's perfect. That's
go
quicker.
that route. Yeah.
Okay, so now go to your RØDECaster Pro 2 and then go to audio setup. I can't remember. Oh yeah, okay. And then so your mic 2, which is all the way to the right hand side, click on that gear icon on the top. Yeah, click on the gear icon underneath the microphone icon. Click on that. So that's a dynamic mic. Okay, so it's not even in advanced. Actually, out of curiosity, just click on the left pointing arrow next to the green number 2. I just want to see what your first mic was set to. Oh, that's not. Okay, yeah. Click a few more times until you go to the first mic. Okay. Oh, actually, it actually is just using the standard DSP and not advanced mode. Okay. All right, let's start with your... Okay, I'll go back to mic 2. Okay. I would like to, so that we can control the compression better, let's have you click on advanced on the bottom right of the right panel. Okay. Now I like to start with everything off, and then we'll slowly turn things on. So if you go up to the top left, the one that is high pass filter, click on that. And then click it off, that black button in the middle. Click it, and then that turns it off, so there's no high pass filter now. And then you see there's a right pointing arrow on the right side of high pass filter. Click on that. That goes to the next audio processing. So it has de-esser. Also click that off. Very rarely do I hear people, unless they have like a specific type of voice that has a really piercing S. I rarely need to have anybody turn on de-esser on their system. So click on the right again. Okay, noise gate. Go ahead and turn it off again. Now you can hear your room. I'm sure you can hear it too, right?
I just heard it.
Yeah. Okay, we'll come back. We'll come back and turn it back on. Okay, now click on right again. It's probably compression now. See, yeah. Go ahead and turn it off for now, and then we'll come back and fine tune it. Okay, and then go through everything and just turn everything off except for probably this is your EQ. The top would turn everything off. Go to your right again. Exciter, turn that off also. Okay, and probably pan you can leave it on. Okay, all right. Now let's go back to your compressor. So this is what your real microphone is picking up. And let's see, you have I think your gain is set at 60, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Go ahead and turn that back on, and then I will kind of have you start mimicking mine to start.
Okay, so when you say turn it back on, you're talking about the
correct.
black button?
Yes. And then go to your threshold.
Okay.
And then click on that. And I think you can click and drag your mouse to have it change the different level. You want to have it go to the right. So you want to raise the threshold. So it needs to rotate to the right side. Your number needs to be minus smaller number, like -9, -7. And you click and drag in the middle of the knob. Yeah, and then just go the other direction.
Wow.
You don't need to rotate it. Just click and drag up, down. in the middle of the knob.
Oh my goodness. It doesn't want to do what I
Click
want
and
it
hold
to
it down, and then move your mouse left, right, or up, down. Yeah, and
There
then
we
just
go.
keep going to the right. Okay.
What am I
all
going
right.
to?
9 is probably okay. Yeah, 8.4. Yeah, that's good. Ratio, move it to 4. We're just starting somewhere. It's probably to the max, so you can just push it. Yeah, yeah. There, 4 is good. Attack, but 0.1, like quick, 0.1. So to the left side, probably all the way down. And release, bring it up to about 120. This is the number that Sean gave me. About 120, you might get 119 or something that's close to that 120. Yeah, that's good. And then your gain is 2. It's probably pretty good now. We can leave it there for now. Okay. Now let's see if we can get your noise gate next. So go to your left. And then turn that back on. Activate that again, the middle button. Okay. So this is the one that is, so you can immediately hear that it cuts off when you're not speaking. It cuts your microphone input off, essentially. What I like to do is actually the 2 buttons that I like you to play with, range and threshold. So those 2 are the ones that I want you to mess with. Range, bring your range down to all the way to the right-hand side first.
Wait.
Yeah, to the right.
Down?
So, yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. So now it's not doing anything, right? The range is not doing anything. So now go ahead and turn your range back toward the left again until you stop hearing your room. Slowly turn. You'll slowly start to lose your room.
No.
A little bit more.
Why is it doing?
And obviously, you can also use your RØDECaster if it's easier for you to do that.
There.
Yeah, bring it even more. Even more. Maybe bring it up to about 20. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, okay. So that's good. Okay. And then we're going to try the threshold. So bring the threshold down to your left. The other side. Okay, all the way. Okay, see, now it's coming back again. So threshold is essentially the quietness of when you want the mic to shut off. If it goes beyond that quietness, that the sound level, it's going to let the microphone come back in again. So now the microphone can hear your room tone, and we know what the minus 20 dB range sounds like, which is silence. Now slowly raise the threshold of your, the level of your threshold. So move
Right
that to
or
the
left?
right. You are most left now, so you cannot go any more left.
Oh.
Okay?
Oh, wow.
Okay? Okay? So that's pretty
Let's go
good.
for 50. I'm 50.
Okay. Oh, you and I are about the same age.
Level 50.
You're still young.
Yes,
You're not gonna compete
I
with
am
me,
the
guys.
youngest. I'm the youngest of the old people.
Matt. Matt's here, so we're good.
65, almost 66.
Yeah, Matt was using floppy disks when they had audio.
I
on
was
floppies.
using floppy disk.
I'm 44.
You're 44, Lewis?
I was using the original
Yep.
floppy disk,
You
the
guys
8-inch
the original.
ones.
Cassette tapes, all that. I mean, I loved 80s mall hair.
I like any hair at all, okay?
The Wi-Fi took all his hair away. That's why he doesn't believe in Wi-Fi no more.
Oh my goodness.
No, wireless took
crack
it
me
away,
up.
actually.
The wireless.
Remember, I used to do tours.
Yes,
and
you're
All
right.
the problems are always wireless.
The
mics.
cable
5G
went away and your
connect.
hair went away.
Got that 5G.
It's a very convenient thing, when the kids, I have 4 kids and they go, Dad, you had hair once. Yeah, before I had y'all.
All right. Okay. So go back to Brandi Jo's threshold. Okay. So now essentially, if you're gonna try to speak, and then stop, and then speak. So give your pause a little longer, and then start speaking again, and then start speaking again. So I'm trying to catch if there's anything that we want to change so that your voice does not get clipped by the noise gate.
Okay, and I'm going left or right?
No, you just want to speak for now, and then we're going to tweak.
I see. Okay, let me get that Wi-Fi. What's your password?
Okay, I think threshold needs to be higher. So move your threshold higher. So bigger number.
Left or right?
Minus the right.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
I'd take the threshold all the way to 20.
Bring the threshold to 20?
Yeah. Minus 20 technically, but yeah. And then work back from there.
Then.
Okay.
Wait, I'm going to have you guys mute your microphone so that we can actually hear only Brandi Jo's room. Can you go ahead and say something, Brandi Jo?
The threshold.
Okay, so that's obviously that's too much. So bring that back down. And start speaking again.
The threshold is 33.6. Wow. I think I was like a teenage boy right then. My voice just did something. I'm in perimenopause, so I guess that's possible. So
keep talking.
Let's see. Yes, I'm the oldest of the youngest of the old.
Minus 34. Okay, and then bring it back. Lower the threshold again. Bring it left side again. Okay, stop there. 40.
Okay.
Earlier, like minus 32 sounded pretty good. Let me know if you guys hear anything, and then keep talking again.
All right, attack, release. I want to say hysteria because I'm thinking of Def Leppard now that we were talking about the 80s.
Oh, not the hysteresis, though. I cannot really hear nothing like hers coming in and coming out, though. So
I don't hear any clipping. So
no.
I typically have the attack go faster too on my setting.
Now, why is it adjusting on its own? I didn't
Were
do
you
that.
rotate? You were scrolling probably. Are you scrolling? Are you on a trackpad or mouse?
I'm not doing anything. Hands off. My hands are off.
Huh.
And it was moving when you guys started talking. It started moving.
Huh.
Well, I'll tell you something. Don't turn around.
Yeah, go ahead and turn that dial to the left again. We can hear this is what we don't want, right? Because it's like it's pushing your voice down even. The other direction.
Okay. Oh, I see.
Because earlier it was like pushing your voice down, clamping your voice down. Okay, bring it. Now I'm gonna try like minus like 50 or something.
Minus 50. Okay, let's go to minus 50.
Okay.
Minus 50, and I'm a baby. Oh my gosh, I did not do that.
Are you using a trackpad or a mouse?
A mouse. Okay, we'll just leave it at 51. There we go.
I'm hearing clack clack clack. So you probably need to raise the threshold maybe 40 back to minus 40. Matt, what do you think? Matt, are you hearing it too? You hearing the?
I'm hearing something, but I don't think that's it. But I could be wrong because it's Zoom and it's compressed. You know, normally when I do this, it's either in a studio or it's in a live theater. I'm not doing it for online.
Right, which is what we do.
Yeah, I know, but it's so much trickier because there's that factor you have no control over.
Right. So we just have to base off of like the best sound. That's why we have to have the musician mode turned on.
But anything more than 30 is alarming, to be quite honest.
I can tell I sound different.
I would take, there's something else that needs to be adjusted probably before I would go back to 2025, somewhere in that range. Reduce the ratio from 4 to like 2.5. And then let's go over to EQ and try some things there.
Okay,
I'm only paying attention to the room tone right now. So so go ahead, turn that off. The middle button.
This one?
Yeah. Listen to the difference. Okay, now click it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what we're getting at is to just remove your room tone for now, and then we'll go do the others. Then we can fine tune it a little bit. I'm gonna give you some of my starting point setting. I don't hear your words clean, but you also don't get a chance to talk too much yet. So I'm gonna have you leave it at where it is.
Okay.
So that we can have you talk all night, and then we can come back and see if it's clipping your voice or not. The biggest concern is that it clips your voice as you start speaking. You don't hear your voice when you first start speaking, and that's not happening yet. So I'm going to leave it at that for now.
Okay.
I'm going to check and see what your face. Can you go to your camera? I want to see your position of your microphone. Just switch to your camera for turn off display. Demo mode for now.
What?
Oh, I can see it now. You can leave it there. I just want to see the position of your mouth. Okay. Okay, good. Now go back to it.
I don't think the position of her mouth on her face has moved.
Okay, now you need to mute your microphone. You're really throwing us off. Your room is so noisy. Okay.
Man, I wish I had sound effects right now. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Now go to the next one. Let's go to. We have compressor and go back one. What was it? I don't think we need to even turn on your de-esser, frankly. Maybe let's go to your high pass filter and see if you need. I can see a little as we hear your plosive. There's a lot of low in there. Go ahead and turn it back on and speak.
High pass filter. Oh, wow.
And
Why do I sound weird?
What do you mean?
In my own ears.
Uh-huh.
I sound like almost staticky.
Staticky?
But maybe not. Yeah, I don't hear myself like I did before. I can hear, but
can you turn it back off and see if that's what's changed?
No, it's still the same.
I think it's your connection of your headphones again, like last week.
No, that I can hear in both ears. That's the connection's good. It's just I sound different. I hear myself differently.
Do you know when did it just happen?
When we started messing with all of this.
Yeah. Which all of this? Like specifically the high pass filter or what?
Just without all of it on.
Okay, you sounded obviously because we're messing with the settings still, right?
Okay.
So you're not hearing yourself. It's not just when we turn on and off the high pass filter.
No, I hear myself. I just sound different.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, good. And then now go back to, we don't need to mess with high pass filter. Panning is fine. Excited, we'll come back to it. Maybe we'll go to EQ. Let's go to equalizer. Okay, and turn back on.
Okay.
And go ahead and turn it back off again. I'm hearing somebody's room. Is it let's see if if everybody else can mute your mic for me. Okay, now turn it back on again. Because it's not you. Okay. And then speak into the mic.
Equalizer, high bell, high gain, mid gain, low gain, mid bell, low bell, HML.
How do you find the current setting sound to you in your ears?
I guess okay.
Based on numbers, Matt, is there anything
The high looks too
high?
Well, here's the deal. I'm a very blunt guy, so I'm not trying to be offensive, but that mic is not of the highest quality. So the higher,
it's very
lesser quality mics are very tinty in the high area. So you want to bring, in my opinion, that down to minimize
the tinniness.
Right.
So you see on the high gain knob, if you would turn that down lower to the left, it will bring there. Okay, now speak again.
What?
High gain, mid gain, low gain.
My screen's so little. I can't see the numbers because my screen's so little. What are the high gain numbers?
Now it's 1.2 from 0. 0 is flat.
Yeah, I'd start at -2 even.
So lower than 0.
Yeah.
So bring at least bring it down to 0 first, and then.
I'm not even okay. Something is weird. I am not even close to touching it, and it's changing numbers.
Maybe you should use your RØDECaster. Leave your screen on, because when you turn on your RØDECaster, we can see it also.
Don't turn around.
So hit the shortcut to your mic setting for your mic 2.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna just having a moment here.
Yeah, see that we need to work on the noise gate. I can already hear it's too much.
Okay, so on my screen, where am I looking?
On your RØDECaster, go to your mic 2 setting by hitting the shortcut button on top of your fader.
Got it. Oh.
And then
Is that what you said to do, right?
You're on your RØDECaster, right?
Yeah.
So once you go to your mic setting, go into your compressor. No, what were we tweaking? We were tweaking equalizer. The bottom left.
EQ.
So it's not showing me the same screen.
Okay, let me show you what I'm talking about here. Do you see this screen? On your RØDECaster.
No, it left. It's
so it's
gone.
here like that.
Yes.
So tap on your mic shortcut, mic processor shortcut. Just tap on that.
Got it back.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then go to your EQ.
Oh. There we go.
Okay. All right.
That's easier.
And then on your Rode Central, can you click on the gear icon on that mic too? Okay. Now go back to your RØDECaster and see if you can tap on the knob where you want to change, like the high gain, for instance. Tap on that and then rotate the dial.
Which dial am I rotating?
High gain.
No, I mean
on your RØDECaster.
Yeah.
The green rotary knob, the biggest knob.
Got it.
Tap on which one you want to change, and then turn the.
I've got it on high gain, so go left or right.
Left. I guess. There. We're seeing it. Okay.
Okay.
I think what you're saying, -2, -02, -0.2, right, Matt? You said.
-2. I'd start at -2. It's going to be too much probably, but I'd rather have too much than too little.
It's saying -2 on the device. It just hasn't switched on the screen.
Okay.
Yeah, the screen's got a delay usually.
Yeah.
I think it actually, there's like a certain threshold that it doesn't show. So, okay, that's good. Go ahead and continue speaking.
Okay. The high gain button is
that's already
highlighted
better.
green. Really?
Yeah. I mean, it's not so grating, like it was very harsh. Is what
I see.
Yeah. It's a little smoother.
Let's take the medium bell
to
the left knob and move it to. I'm trying to guess 600. I don't have a spectrum analysis.
We'll have for
button,
turn. Yeah, there you go.
but
600?
650 would be a guess.
To the mid.
It goes to 656.
Okay.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
And then for the mid gain, what's it set at now?
Minus 1.7.
Take it flat and see what happens.
Yeah, 0.
0.
Okay. Wait.
Now read some Shakespeare to us.
It won't go on here. It says 0.7.
Yeah.
So,
Can come down a little bit. It hit 0 for a little bit earlier. Okay.
oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm at 0.
That sounds pretty good. Smooth.
We like smooth, right?
Yeah.
Smooth.
Is it too bassy? Do you want to try hearing it a little bit less boosted?
I think it's slightly bassy for her.
Okay, so let's go to your low bell.
Okay.
Low gain and lower slight.
Low
I
gain.
like it. I like the
I mean,
oomph.
unless if that's what she's going for.
So
It depends on what she likes.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
The low is something a personal taste more. You can, if you like it more earthy, then you want a higher number there. If you want it, depends on the person.
So let's we hear it the whole time 2.2. So let's lower it to like 1 and then lower it to 0 as you're speaking, Brandi Jo.
Okay, as I'm speaking, low gain down to what number
Okay,
did you say?
1. This sounds more
1?
natural, not as boosted to me.
Yeah.
Go ahead and speak.
Low gain, mid gain, high gain. High
The
bell.
hardest thing to do is like for people to speak so that we can sound check every single time.
I'm just reading
Yes.
off all of whatever I'm looking at. So
I like it where it is. And it's also
I think
good.
this sounds much natural. Sorry to cut you. This sounds much natural and not kind of like boomy like the
Yeah. It's not as booming.
podcasty boomy that people want.
Now, there's obviously you can.
Sorry, this is a technical question. Well, not a technical, more of a. What are you using the RØDECaster for? Is it for a podcast? Is it for what's the end use of the what you're using the equipment for?
right now it's just something to hook up, I got the mics hooked up and I want to be able to use it to play music in events and different workshops, things like that. Sound effects, different things.
Yeah, but
that way.
We're talking that sound effects part. That's fine. I'm talking about the mic.
For now, it's just me. Eventually, I would like to be able to hook up another headset.
It's like
so
meetings,
that
probably like this usage, like us talking currently.
So spoken words.
Yeah, so Zoom meetings and conference calls right now.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, you want to aim for flat. I think we've moved in the right direction.
Yeah. So okay. All right. I see Anna is also here. She's probably back. We're gonna wrap this up. Anna, we're gonna continue on sound check for your setup. So there are a lot of stuff that is not turned on. I still want to mess with your noise gate a little bit. We can do some. I think it's a little bit much. Earlier it was like clipping some of your voice as you were talking. I'm going to leave it for now. I'm going to do it over on Soundcheck because I want to hear you use it more.
Okay.
So that we can catch more and we can tweak some more. There's a lot of other things that you could do, like the effects, all that. I don't typically want to start and throw every processor on if you can. I actually turn
Why not?
Why not? I want to start.
You paid for it. Let's use the stuff, okay?
I want to start with the very basic and then add as we need. A de-esser, I don't think you'd need. Aphex is something that you could go back and introduce if you want to like boost something. But I think this is good for now. It's less greater sound earlier than Matt was calling out with the high range is very grating to your ears, the high frequency. So that's been toned down, tamed down, and then we boost the mid up a little bit. So we'll use this for now, especially for the next hour or so, and see if there's anything we want to tweak. And I would still like to compare with the MV7 and see what it sounds like.
Because you go mix up all those things. One thing I realize is, and this is from when we started this from like way long ago, Sean always say, you're going to mix up all those things, right? And then when it comes to you going to go edit it, it's better not to have all those things in it. And then when going to edit in your DAW or whatever you used to edit, you could actually add. It makes it easier when you have it flat compared to when you have all those crap built in, baked in into your recording. Now, if you're just going to post it straight without editing, then I do think that's a different.
Is that my
those are two different uses there. I mean,
you need to tune it to the live usage too.
If you're going for a studio recording, you try to get everything out so you can
your RØDECaster. Then you would want to choose to be pre-fade and not record all the effects. For post-processing. I think we're focusing now on your current usage, and when it's live usage, you want to be able to get it to sound as close as the final product as possible right now. And then if you want to do post-processing in the future in your recording, then we can take the recording from your RØDECaster that has no processing applied to it, and you just have the raw signal. All right, let's wrap this up now, and we're going to continue the conversation. Anna, we're going to carry on the conversation over in soundcheck, and then we'll continue tweaking the microphone, and then Anna's SC19 connection as well. Thanks, everybody. We're going to move over now to soundcheck, and we'll see you all in a bit. Bye.
Bye.